Meanwhile, to Ron Paul, who remembers that crash as well, and marvels at the folks who refuse to see the conditions for potentially even bigger crash if we do not address our underlying financial ills. Congressman, you've long warned that Washington has been sort of dilly-dallying in the face of issues we can't put off, but it does. How bad could it get?
Well, probably worse than anybody ever conceived of, and they would think 1987 was rather minor. And when you look at it, I'm fascinated with a chart on NASDAQ in this last several years, 30 years, because that is a mere blip. That was a blip. If you look at it, I think people would be honest about 1987. It was a bull market correction, and it turned out to be very minor. And I remember when that happened, I thought, if this is a bull market correction, how big will the bull market go? And it was gigantic. You know, it didn't happen immediately, but, you know, up until 2000. I work on the assumption that the real bear market in stocks has started in the year 2000. And if you go into the value of any index, it's all lower than it was in the year 2000. Nobody's made any real money since 2000. So, yes, I think they're going to go down continuously, but I think the big crash is not necessarily before us, because I think the crash has already occurred and that we're in a bear market for stocks.
Yeah, but if you think about it, Congressman, we've essentially doubled from where we were 4 years ago. That's what the Obama people remind us, and they talk about the fact we've come off that. Now I'm going to have a market legend here who's going to talk about these things called dead cat bounces, whatever you want. But